The diner is sweltering under the broken AC, the air thick and stale. A single bulb swings above a booth where a reporter watches a man with shaking hands push a flash drive across the table. The man leans in, voice too low for the jukebox to catch. Everything's on there. Names, places, times. They'll kill to get it back. A shot cracks the glass. A masked figure fills the doorway for a heartbeat, then three more step through, rifles low. The diner erupts into light and noise. Coffee splashes, plates flip, a waitress dives under the counter, and a woman starts screaming. The reporter moves before he thinks. He grabs the whistleblower by the arm and drags him toward the back exit. Hot shards pepper the booth where they were sitting. Someone yells, orders barked in a language the reporter doesn't know. They spill into the alley. The dry night air hits them hard. The whistleblower hunches over, clutching the flash drive like a confession. "They said," he pants, "no witnesses." The reporter looks back. Through the diner window, silhouettes sweep the booths, methodical and cold. No hesitation. Professionals? He runs. He knows the city well. Years taking pictures, chasing statements, sleeping in cheap rooms between deadlines. He knows where people disappear and where crowds swallow faces. He avoids the main road where headlights would expose them and slips through a crooked grid of service alleys and rusted fire escapes. The whistleblower keeps up, coughing, each step echoing in shoes suddenly too tight. A beam of light slices the dark. A man with a flashlight moves between dumpsters. The reporter presses them flat against a brick wall, heart pounding. The light passes. They wait. Somewhere a shotgun clicks and goes quiet. The city holds its breath. Then footsteps return. Slow, deliberate, hunting. The reporter forces them onward. They find a parking garage at the edge of a strip of closed shops. Inside it smells of oil, dust, and hot metal. Rows of cars sit like sleeping animals. For a moment, safety feels close. Then a shadow detaches from a pillar and follows. The garage becomes a maze. The reporter's palms are slick on the flash drive when the whistleblower fumbles and it skitters under a sedan. He drops to his knees, reaches blindly between the tires, finds plastic, lifts it, and a gloved hand clamps his shoulder. He turns and the man is already there with a pistol aimed. The reporter grabs his arm, jerks it aside, slams an elbow into his ribs. They tumble into the gap between cars. A gunshot rings out. The bullet lodges into metal overhead. They run again. The gunman follows, boot heels hammering the concrete. The reporter yanks open a maintenance door and they drop, sliding down a dusty service ramp that spits them out onto a side street. Neon glare blinds them for a moment. They sprint toward the subway entrance like two men acting out a plan they never rehearsed. The reporter calls his editor, hands trembling. The line picks up. A whisper. "Don't come," the editor says immediately. "They're watching The Office. Don't upload from there." Static swallows the rest. The reporter hears a breath, a curse, then nothing. He pockets the phone like a wounded thing. They push into the night market crowd. Vendors shout over each other. Smoke rising from grills, the heat trapping every smell. Fish, spices, metal, perfect cover. The whistleblower keeps his hood low, but his gait is wrong. Nervous. Exposed. A man near a fruit stall watches them too long. The reporter catches the look. Recognition in an instant. The man nods to someone behind him. The reporter doesn't wait. He grabs a metal pipe leaning against a vendor's cart and cracks it across the man's knees. The informant collapses with a strangled cry. The reporter drags the whistleblower and slips down a stairwell into the subway. On the train, the whistleblower shakes uncontrollably. He holds the flash drive under his shirt as if it's a pulse he's trying to protect. Two men in plain clothes enter and sit 3 seats away. Their stillness is wrong, calculated, patient. The train hums. The reporter counts, stops, forcing his breathing to match the rhythm. He makes himself inconspicuous, just another tired commuter. The plainclothes men scan faces, one by one, steady as machines. The reporter holds still, every muscle burning. At the next station, a conductor stands waiting. One of the plainclothes agents rises. The reporter feels the shift before it happens. A bullet slams into the pillar behind them. They surge out of the train before the doors finish opening. The station becomes a blur. Tiles, old coffee smell, echoing footsteps. They sprint up the stairs and into the quiet streets, heading for the only place left, the public library. It's closed, but the night guard is half asleep and soft-hearted. A lie, a panicked breath, and the sight of the whistleblower's shaking hands gets them inside. The rows of books feel like walls of protection. The reporter boots up a terminal, fluorescent lights flickering above. "Start the transfer," he says. The whistleblower types, fingers trembling so badly he keeps mistyping. Each percent on the upload bar feels like a lifetime. 10, 20, 40. Footsteps in the foyer make the reporter straighten. Heavy, controlled. Professionals again. Not rushing, planning. "Can it send to more than one place?" the reporter asks quietly. "Your editor, and a backup, somewhere anonymous." The whistleblower nods and keeps typing. A shadow moves between the stacks. The reporter grabs a fire extinguisher, tests the nozzle. He pulls the pin and sprays the aisle, filling it with a choking white fog. The intruders pause, coughing, wiping their eyes. He kicks a chair into the walkway, wedges another against a return staircase. Anything to slow them down. Voices carry through the fog, low, sharp, confident. The reporter barricades the study room door with a table and jams a chair under the handle. He thinks of every name on the flash drive, of the diner, of the woman screaming. He braces against the door as footsteps close in. The upload hits 70%. The door shudders. A gloved fist punches through the wood. The reporter slams the extinguisher into the opening. An arm reaches in. He twists it until the man cries out. Not professional, but painfully human. Another masked figure rams the door. The reporter swings the extinguisher into his shoulder. The sound is sickening. Seconds. All they need are seconds. 90%. The whistleblower sobs quietly but keeps typing. 96, 97, 98. The masked men push harder, the door splintering. The reporter feels his strength slipping. He thinks of walking away, vanishing. But then he thinks of the ledger, of the people on it, of the truth. A siren wails somewhere outside. Sharp, cutting, drawing closer. The masked attackers freeze, calculate, retreat. The one with the pistol curses under his breath and signals. They vanish into the night. The screen flashes. Upload complete. The whistleblower collapses, gasping. The reporter holds him up as the night guard rushes in, followed by police. Blue and red lights dance across bookshelves. Outside, officers take statements. The reporter speaks calmly, voice scraped raw. His editor calls, shouting with adrenaline. The story is already exploding online. The whistleblower is wrapped in a blanket, staring at nothing, alive but hollowed out. Later, after the questions end, the reporter stands with him under the library's awning. The night is hot, the air unmoving. "They can't erase it now," the reporter says. The whistleblower exhales shakily. "They can try," he whispers, "but they can't take it back." The reporter thinks of headlines, courtrooms, people who tried to bury the truth. He places a steady hand on the whistleblower's shoulder. News vans pull up, lights glaring across the street. Cameras angle toward them like hungry eyes. The reporter feels exhaustion in his bones, but beneath it, something firmer. People saw. People read. People know. There are witnesses now. Thousands of them awake and watching. He closes his hand around the flash drive one last time, now dusty instead of damp, and slips it into an evidence box. A small, ordinary act, but enough.